Hey!
The truncated unicorn doesn't like Garen.
Unicorn?
No worries. My Ymra is as stoic as an oak.
A broken wheel. Great. Didn't you want to explore the surroundings, Raven?
It's late at night, and I'm not an owl, bonehead.
At least you could flutter around somewhere else for a change. You scared that old woman to death.
If that's what you want, I'm used to ingratitude.
It doesn't stay together that way. Gwynling and I used to catch dragonflies on the bank slopes of Andra. He then proceeded to skewer them. I hope the fire doesn't lure wild beasts. Take a little rest. We still have a long way ahead of us.
How long?
I don't know. I never travelled very far. I hope everything will turn out all right.
Don't you worry. The Birdman will watch over us.
I don't trust this raven worth a farthing.
I'm not talking about the raven. I'm talking about the Birdman. He wears a colourful dress of plumes and is wrapped in stardust. And when he plays the flutes, our hearts break from the yearning for distant places. It's the song of freedom, Garen. You just have to listen. It's so beautiful.
Birdman? You mean Arvis, the patron god of adventurers?
Wherever we go, he'll watch over us.
Why do you trust the raven?
He just wants to help us.
He doesn't have a reason to do that, and he keeps insulting me.
You're not making it easy to be nice to you. He is a good bird, and I believe he wants to prove that to himself by helping us. And you, Garen, will have to learn to trust someone. Not everyone is always against you.
I am a bird catcher. I'm not gonna trust a darn bird. What if the Birdman doesn't watch over us? What if something happens to us?
Stop it! You're making me all confused. I'm going to count the stars now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
By the gods, you can't mean that.
You should try for yourself. It will calm you down in a moment. 37.
There, you forgot one.
I like it much better like that.
Aren't you tired too?
Not one bit.
So you can fix things with a spell, yes?
It's not good when things are broken, but that's all I can do. Bigger spells drain too much energy from me when I'm not in the fairyland. I'd perish like a small, insignificant little flame.
But repairing things is definitely an option.
Yes, that's easy. It's similar to your breaking talent, but instead of imagining things smashed apart, you have to imagine the shards reassembling. Just tell me what you want me to fix, but all the components have to be present. So if a jug is broken into 7 shards, you'd have to have all 7 pieces. And then you'd have to say, I wish. The I wish part is very important.
I have to find the missing pieces. Aren't you tired too?
Not one.
Locked. Luckily, the axle is still intact. I have to find the missing piece. Gwynling would not approve. Don't you get too close to me, you hack. Not a very bright idea. If I break the lock, the puppeteer won't take us with her for sure. There's still one part missing. Luckily, the axle is still intact. I wonder if that's really the only magic she's capable of. Can you heal animals with your spell as well, Nuri?
What for? They can heal themselves.
All right. I wish... you're trying to make a fool out of me again. Am I right?
As long as there are pieces missing, it won't work.
Right. Of course not. How are you?
So. You can come back if you want.
Gwynling and I used to catch dragonflies. He then proceeded to skewer them. Just a moment, there's something lying there. Aren't you tired too?
Not one.
Now maybe Nuri can fix it. So you can fix things with a spell, yes?
Yes, that's easy. It's similar to your breaking talent, but instead of imagining things smashed apart, you have to imagine the shards reassembling, but all the components have to be present.
All right. I wish... Hey! Really very funny.
A nice wheel.
Oh, you can do magic?
Not much anymore.
Are you a druid's daughter?
No, I am Nuri Daranellavandra. Do you command magic?
Well, nothing like that. But I know a different kind of magic.
Really?
Darian and I were sometimes able to literally blind our audience. Watch out.
Whoa, such a beautiful, bright light. But do you always use this white powder for your magic?
What powder?
And it doesn't hurt you to summon light? Does the powder lessen your pain?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
I hope her magic doesn't only last till sunrise. It holds. Wonderful. So the fairy is not completely useless after all. I hope her magic doesn't only last... The wheel is back on the axle. Would you agree to give us a ride for a while now?
You have fixed the wagon, and by Travia, I can use a little company. Here are the keys to the trailer. I'll stay at the campfire a little while longer.
That's the first time someone ever trusted me with one of these.
Let's go in. This was a nice day.
Oh yeah, like hell it was. I won the oak leaf challenge.
What are we going to do next?
We'll sleep.
Look. This is the white powder the wrinkly woman used to summon the glistening white light. I saw her throwing it into the fire.
Don't touch that. Who knows what it is?
I'll sleep in the bed. You can have the rug.
Huh? What? What was that? That came from outside.
No, nobody was here.
She's lying.
Regrettable.
He who speaks lies shall hold his tongue.
Please, believe me. There's no one here besides me.
Oh yes, they are here.
She's trying to lead us up the garden path. She'll have to tell us where they are.
Please, I can't tell you anything else.
In that case, we can't leave her unscathed.
Will you go away?
Time flows fast in this world.
Lives are shortened all the time. They are here, and we will find them.
What's going on?
Two strange figures are looking for us. They don't know where we are yet, but they're threatening Isidore.
Oh no. We must help her.
I have to distract the creatures somehow, or chase them off. They'd only slow me down.
Who's that?
Some made-up characters, why should I care?
Maybe they'll help us. The middle one looks like the king of the imps.
They'd only slow me down. It's hollow. A cleaning rag. I'd rather have a sword. Who's still making puppets out of clay? I could seal the opening of the neck with the rag, but why would I want to do that? I'm not going to tidy up now. Not like this. I hope this doesn't lead to the realm of the dead. That doesn't help very much. I'm not touching the stuff with my bare hands. I'm out of ideas. I hope the powder does what it's supposed to. I'm not touching the... I hope the powder does what it's supposed to. I could seal the opening of the neck with the rag. Now nothing's trickling out anymore.
Hurry!
Now nothing's trickling out anymore. The door stays closed.
She's wasting time.
They are here, and we will find them.
No! No! Ah!
They killed her just like that. The creature is coming to the coach box. I have to get us out of here.
What happened to Isidore?
She's all right. She fled.
But her cry.
The creatures injured her, but then they let her go.
But
And then she ran off into the woods. Nuri, we have to go now. They'll kill us.
Garon!
I'd better lay low. Fex be with me. didn't work. That should have worked. She's dead. Why didn't it shatter? Make yourself useful for once. I should grab a log and burn out their eyes. But first I'll look for other solutions. There, now, quickly. It's already loose. How am I supposed to reach that? It's already loose. It's already loose.
Garon!
I'm working as fast as I can. I can do it, Nuri.
Garon!
I can do it.
Was it not fate that drove him forth? The seer had sought them out. For the moment, they had been able to escape, but the creatures would never stop chasing them. Who could help them now? When the seer's harp sounds, Andergast will perish, Gwendling said. And the fairy is the key. Garon had to find out more about these things. The fairy scholar was his only hope. He was right to let Nuri live. He was deeply convinced of that. Even his darkest dreams didn't reveal what woe this decision would soon befall his hometown. But would he have decided any differently had he known?
Are you really better now?
Stop asking all the time. I'm not staying in the wagon. I've been in there for days. And those pale men stopped chasing us a while ago.
All right, but we'll have to talk about your magic at some point.
Look! A human!
What am I doing here?
Futile, my boy. That's a dwarf's job.
Nobody home.
Graham is home. He just went into hiding.
No time for such things. An elixir against fading hair. Twirly moustache guy in the picture must have had a sip too much of it. I'll just take it all. The lid makes a perfect bowl. I should keep it. Never again will the puppeteer tell this story, and that's my fault. Maybe I really am a bad luck charm. Nuri's Queen of the Winds has once again defeated the King of the Imps and his wicked brother. Nuri's Queen of the Winds. It's easier to steer a draft horse than I thought, as long as you have a fairy with you who tells the horse what you want. Gwynling taught me how to lure fairies with music. He should have also taught me how to get rid of them again. I wish Nuri had never found this thing. Well, it's so-so. At least the music has revived her spirits. Here in the mountains, a bell like this will scare the birds for miles around. Strange contraption.
The owner of the yard doesn't seem to be satisfied with a simple pull rope.
Strange contraption.
The owner of the yard...
It's also impossible to move the wheel. Someone has removed the crank handle. That's much too frail to use as a crank. Fits exactly.
Fire! Murder! The orcs are attacking! What are you lot still doing here? Scram before the black furs get here!
Seems like you've been fooled, Sir Dwarf. The boy has sounded the bell. There are no orcs attacking.
What? What's going on in your wooden head, boy? Sounds the alarm without good cause and forces an honest dwarf out of his warm and comfy chair. I can't believe it.
I just wanted to... You didn't answer the door, sir.
Well, forget it. But you can cut out the formal hogwash while we're at it. Who are you, anyway?
I am Geron of Andergast.
From Andergast? Just like this one there? Very well, then. My name is Gram, Grandoline's son. And this is Gram's open house.
Open house? Pfft.
What do you want, Geron of Andergast?
We need gear and provisions for our journey. That means a good length of rope, blankets, water...
Very well. That'll be 1 ducat, please.
What? That's much too expensive.
By Fex and Angrosh, what did you expect? Do you think this stuff grows under the rocks around here? Too expensive? I can't believe it.
But...
You can ask again as soon as you have some money.
We're looking for a wise man who is said to be in the blood barrier at the moment, near a red lake.
One of those weirdos, eh? I remember one of them coming through here. Wanted to buy all sorts of stuff from me. Lots of obscure rubbish.
Do you know exactly where I can find him?
Yes. I'll tell you if you can offer me something in exchange. You rub my back, I rub yours, understand?
There you have it, my boy. The dwarf is a cutthroat.
Will you bugger off and take care of your swine?
Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything nice to offer me in exchange? In that case, I have no idea where the chap is.
I'll sell you the horse and the trailer.
Nah, don't bother. I don't care much for hacks and what they drag around with them. One ducat for the gear.
Where is the fairy?
Do you have anything in that?
I'll leave you to it then. Never again will the puppeteer tell, and that's maybe I really am a bad luck charm. I can offer you this beard tonic.
Why, but it's transparent. A black beard needs a blue luster. And for that, I already have my Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye.
What's he supposed to do with this? Do you want to swap this?
This piece of wood? Not very good steel. I'll have a real knife for you for 3 ducats.
No thanks.
Hey, keep your paws off my Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye. Do you think my beard gets groomed by air and darkness alone?
You'd better leave the stuff to this dandy boy. It's his most beloved possession.
It may not be beard dye, but the label is similar. It may not be beard. Why should I? Maybe. No. Hail Rondra, Sir Knight. Could you kindly tell us where we are?
This is the Thash mountain range.
Thash? So the blood barrier is not far off?
It is but a short distance for a travelling knight. For a farm boy and a maiden, it might prove quite a journey.
I am no farmer.
My maiden, you should seek protection from a proper man in these dangerous surroundings.
What kind of a man?
I am Bogomil Rathling, Knight of Andergast. At your service, fair maiden.
I am Nuri. This is my friend Geron.
Nuri it is. What an extraordinary name.
What business does a Knight of Andergast have in the Thash Mountains?
The king put me in charge of observing the orc tribes of the Blood Barrier.
You have travelled through the blood barrier?
Of course, but now I have to return to Andergast. There has been some unrest amongst the Tolokai. I have to report to King Efferdan immediately.
We need some gear. A rope, blankets, provisions, everything that can be of use.
Usually you can get those things from Graham, but the old pighead hides in his house and doesn't make a sound. I wouldn't trust that cutthroat anyway. Do you hear that, Graham? You are a cutthroat.
Did you run into an explorer in the blood barrier near a red lake?
Red Lake? No, but if he came from the south, he must have been through here.
Why does this Graham hide anyway?
The stupid ox won't admit that I am right.
Right?
Right. He refuses to pay the dues he owes me.
What deuce?
He's responsible for the death of my horse. Gave him spoiled fodder, so he died miserably. I'm in a hurry, but by foot alone I won't get far.
Why don't you buy this horse and carriage from us?
What use is a carney's trailer to me? But you can leave me your hack. What are you asking for it?
I'm not really sure.
Make up your mind about the price. Then I'll tell you mine.
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't worth more than half a ducat. And that would be the deal of your life, my boy. So do we have a deal?
No, we need 1 ducat.
Well, my offer still stands.
I guess we'll have to move on without any gear, Nuri.
But I thought we couldn't go on without.
To venture into the blood barrier with insufficient means, that would be foolish.
But we don't have any money, and you refuse to give us enough for the horse.
Bah!
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
She's looking quite all right, so why would she need help from me?
Don't you want to help?
She's looking quite all right.
The knight is right. We can't proceed further into the wild with nothing in our bags. I guess we're stranded for now.
No problem. I like it here. What are those trees over there?
If you feel all right, my girl, everything is just fine. But I can't stand to see fair maidens suffer.
I guess you'll have to look the other way then.
If we don't move along soon, the dark creatures will catch up with us.
I didn't think they were very dark. They were mainly sad.
They killed Isidore, and they almost got us too.
I thought they were a little bit like me.
No, I'm sure they weren't. I wonder what your friends at home are doing at the moment.
Why?
Well, they're all alone now, and they surely miss you.
All alone? Miss Greenbells, we have to go back and fetch them.
No, we can't go back now. Do you want to run directly into the creature's claws? We have to find the fairy scholar. He will help us, and then we can fetch Mrs. Greenbald and the rest.
Miss Greenbells.
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
Oh my.
What's wrong with her?
She's sad that we can't go on.
What can I do for you, Nuri?
Miss Greenbelt.
How can I help?
Please help us out with 1 ducat, good Sir Knight. Half a ducat for the horse and half a ducat to make Nuri smile again.
I think you've got me, my boy. No gold in the world is spent in vain if it makes beauty smile again. Here you go.
I thank you, good knight.
So we can travel soon?
Yes.
And Miss Greenbelt won't have to wait much longer.
Yes, that's the spirit, my girl. Say, don't you want to stay with me after all?
Not on your life. A real gold coin. I've never been this rich before. Here's the money for the gear.
Wonderful! Here's your stuff. It's exceptional quality. Good value, too.
I sure hope so, dwarf.
I'll give you some advice for free. When you go into the blood barrier, you'd better not burden yourself with too much stuff. You'll feel every ounce in your bones up in the mountains.
Yes, I know that.
What do you want?
What kind of argument do you and the knight have anyway?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The knight says you poisoned his horse.
Why, that's what he did.
Shut your face, Rathling!
Bah!
So the knight is lying.
Listen, human. I don't think this is any of your business, so...
All right, all right. Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything nice to offer me in exchange? In that case,
I'll leave you to it then. Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.
Rondra be with you.
And with you.
That must be 100 years old. Finally, I don't have to rub wooden sticks together to make fire anymore. The smallest and most expensive water bladder of the north. The dwarf must have rubbed it down with stale fat. At least we won't freeze in the mountains. I've got enough pitch black hair. That doesn't have to be soaked. It may not be beard dye, but the label is similar.
Shoo!
Listen. What kind of magic was that you saved us with?
That was the power of the moonlight. It is like fire to the sad fairies. It burns them.
What do you mean, sad fairies?
I felt that they once were just like me.
And now they are sad?
Sure. If fairies lose their command over magic, they don't die but get consumed by darkness instead. Then they're sad and will never be able to laugh again.
To me, they seemed like mean fiends who have Isida's blood on their hands.
They're sad nonetheless. Believe me.
Your magic is fatal, even for you, isn't it? You almost got burned by it yourself.
I didn't want you to die.
Thank you, Nuri.
What are we going to do now?
Why do those mean fairies serve the seer?
You must have put a spell on them. And please stop talking about this subject. It's making me sad.
How are you doing?
I am sad that Isida is gone. I hope these terrors will come to an end soon.
That's why we're looking for the fairy scholar, to prevent worse things from happening. Let's carry on later.
Foolish greatling! The honor of sounding the bell belongs to a dwarf of Sabaram's ancestry alone!
I don't think so. Gwynling would not approve. It doesn't work that. That doesn't help very much. I don't think so. What for?
What? No! By Angrosh and all the beard critters, my beautiful Jenner Creek Blueshine beard dye! Who did that?
Perhaps Angrosh himself has punished you for your vanity, Sir Dwarf.
What will my beard have to say to that?
I can offer you this beard tonic.
Why, but it's transparent. A black beard needs a blue luster. And for that, I already have my Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye. What do you want?
Where is the fairy?
Do you have anything nice to offer me in exchange? In that case,
I'll leave you to it. Dwarves hate magic, and he won't get his beard dye back this way either. Smells like juniper berries. Dwarves hate magic, and he won't get his beard dye back this way either. It may not be beard dye, but the label is similar. That doesn't help very much. How could that happen?
whoever it was, my revenge will crush them!
Smells like juniper berries. Dwarves hate magic, and he won't get his beard dye back this way either. Dwarves hate... It's already broken. It may not be beard dye, but the label is similar. Not like this. I can do better than that.
This blanket would usually be worth much more, but I guess I'm getting as sentimental as I am fat in my old age. You may think this bladder is small, but you'd be amazed how much beer you can fill it with.
Why should I?
If you bang steel and stone together, you'll get sparks.
I know.
The tinder fungus then makes it into a fire.
Got it.
Take good care of it. I made it myself.
Do you want to swap this?
This piece of wood.
I can offer you this beard tonic.
Why, but it's transparent. A black beard, and for that...
Not a very bright idea. No, it's made out of tin. Of course not. How am I supposed to reach that? Too obvious. Out of reach. Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.
When will we move on?
I don't have the slightest idea where this red lake is.
When will we move on?
I don't have... Here in the mountains, a bell like this will scare the birds for miles around. There are engravings on the bell. A lone dwarf in battle with a pack of orcs. And again, I have repaired something. And again, I have... After performing her light magic, she spent 3 days immobilized. Perhaps she really shouldn't use magic too often. No, what use is that supposed to be? Stabbing, cutting, or scratching can't be done here. No, what use is that supposed to be? Not a very bright. Never again will the puppeteer, and that's my fault. Maybe Nuri's Queen of the Wind. Nonsense. Waste. I'd rather not. I can't think of anything here. I need to focus on... I've had better ideas. I'm out of ideas. Maybe. I don't think... The puppeteer doesn't deserve this. How often have I dreamt of wearing...
Why? You're ugly.
Nuri!
This particular young maiden displays an interesting sense of humour.
Rondra be with you.
And with you.
She seems to have recovered from her... Too far away. Maybe I can mix my own blue beard tonic. I'll have to squeeze the berries somehow. Not a single berry is falling down, as always. Not a single berry, as always. How am I supposed to reach them? Out of reach. No, what use is that supposed to be? Too obvious.
A gold ducat for this rubbish?
You're one to talk. What's he supposed to do with this? What's he supposed to do with this? Why must everything always be out of reach? Not a very bright idea.
A gold ducat for this rubbish?
You're one to talk. How am I supposed to reach that? Water, Your Excellence?
Water? No.
How am I supposed to reach? I'll keep that. I'll keep that. Why must everything always be out of reach? No, what use is that supposed to be? Raven, after being a good scout for us these last few days, Nuri has asked me to be nicer to you.
What do you think? Will you be able to do that?
I'll try. How about you?
We'll see.
Nuri thinks that the seer's creatures were wicked fairies. How come he's got such a strong relation to fairies?
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Does he plan to make her a wicked fairy as well?
Possibly.
We were able to escape the seer's creatures and have come a long way. Fate might smile on us favourably. Now we're back in charge.
Well. Fate. What do you think that is? Fate.
The will of the gods.
And you think you can bend the will of the gods to fit your agenda?
No, but he who firmly believes in his goals will be helped by the gods.
I'm sure that's what Isilda thought too.
She did nothing to deserve your sarcasm.
All I'm trying to say is, no one ever escapes from Satinav's boundless gaze.
Have you seen if those demons are still following us?
Didn't you shake them off?
I think I did. I could be wrong, though. They are mighty creatures of the seer.
I didn't see anyone following us on my scouting flights.
Good.
But that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Don't start raining on my parade. Tell me more about Satinav.
He's known by many names. The 13-horned, the irresistible, the helmsman of the barge of time. He once was a mighty magician, or even a demigod. The gods chained him to the barge of time because he tried to be the master over his own future.
They say the gods don't like people to determine their own fate.
Like Satinav, we mortals are chained to time.
In that case, I will have to break those chains. Do you see the flower box at the dwarf's house up there?
I see him.
There are womberries in there. Can you fly up there and get me some?
Do you need a healing remedy? Are you injured?
No, but they are great for wounds. We should be prepared for all possibilities on our journey.
All right, then.
Their bitter blue juice has healing properties. I'll have to squeeze the berries somehow. Maybe I can mix my own blue beard tonic. I'll have to squeeze the berries. Now all I have to do is squeeze the berries. Maybe I can mix my own blue beard. I'll have to squeeze the berries somehow. Now all I have to do is I'll only burn myself. Maybe. How do I fill it? Good old Garatian Bluebeard dye. The lid makes a perfect bowl. I should keep it. Good old Garatian Blue... Can you make use of this Garatian beard tonic? I'll give it to you for some information.
Let's see it. Garatian? I guess this will have to make do until I can get my hands on the real stuff again. So, what do you want to know?
Where exactly has the scholar gone?
He babbled something about a cave to the north of a big orc statue, near a red lake. He couldn't wait to get there. His imp had made a mess of my whole shop.
When did the fairy scholar pass through here?
That must have been a month ago. Wanted to stay the winter in the blood barrier. I called him crazy. All his imp had for me was a dirty laugh.
What is an imp doing with a fairy scholar?
How the hell should I know? That was an unholy, uninhibited, nasty little imp. Ugly and mean. My shop still reeks of his foul mouth.
How do we get to this cave?
First you travel north, through the Screech Owl Forest, or, better yet, past Bloodthorn Hollow. Oh, never mind. I'll show you on the map.
Why, thank you, Master Dwarf.
Good value, too.
I sure hope so, Dwarf. Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.
How are you doing?
I am sad that Isida is gone. I hope these terrors will come to an end soon.
Come on, Nuri. Let's move on.
Come along, Raven.
The blood barrier. Most impassable of all mountain ranges. What in the name of all 12 gods had made the fairy scholar come here? There wasn't a single danger that didn't lurk here. Into what kind of barren land had he brought Nuri? The orcs called these mountains Gravish's Claws. And of all the black furs, the most horrible tribe called this its home. They took their captured prisoners to the caves of Orakar and hunted them to death. That's what was said of the bloodthirsty Zolochai. And the path led straight through their camp.
Shh! Nuri! Come over here into the shadows. They can't see us here. The That's a whole camp of orcs. If they find us, we're dead.
Raven!
Go on, report. And craw a little less loudly, if you will.
The Red Lake is behind this ridge, but the orcs are everywhere. They are here to perform a ritual. It will take days for them to finish it and leave.
No Red Lake, then?
Nonsense. We haven't journeyed through the blood barrier for days just to turn back now.
You want to save the fairy, yet you risk her death. I thought Nuri could trust you. But you're doing exactly what Gwynling asked you to.
Aye.
Don't worry, Raven. Garen knows exactly what to do. Don't you, Garen?
Of course I do. I'll get you to the fairy scholar in one piece. This can't be true. The orcs will rip us apart.
You'd better hurry.
Ushai orkash droshak nach tairach droch roik haku skor izrak taika karek tairach harku groch sirkoi mork.
We'll have to watch our every step, or we'll be the next to sizzle over the fire. This is madness. How will we ever make it through the camp? I never meant to rummage through the rubbish of some orcs. And to top it off, the effort didn't even yield anything.
A
pile of rubbish. I never meant to... And to top it off, the... Nuri!
They are fighting about who Tyrek will crush like a maggot.
What? Don't worry, Nuri. I'll protect you.
I miss my forest and all the life within it.
We'll be with the fairy scholar soon and all will be fine.
That sounds so beautiful.
I just have to get rid of the orcs.
You still have me, Nuri.
Do you have any idea how we can get past the orcs?
We turn around and look for a safer passage.
Nuri!
I'm counting on you alone.
Please, Nuri. Let us get away from here.
Don't worry, Raven. I'll protect you.
All right, here's a suggestion. We'll give ourselves up to the orcs. Maybe they'll be open to negotiation.
Negotiate with orcs? Pfft, what kind of greenhorn are you?
All I hear them saying is blood.
Does anyone have any poison? We could contaminate their food.
I wouldn't have thought you had it in you.
I am disappointed, Garen. Orcs are creatures of this world just like everyone else.
No, I meant... I'll forget it. I'm sorry, but I've run out of ideas.
And that's why we should leave right now.
Don't be hard on yourself, Garen. Maybe those fighting orcs over there will tell us something.
You understand what the Black Furs are talking about?
Those two don't like each other, and the third one is always laughing.
Anything important that could help us?
Wait a minute. It's a story with a lot of names in it.
I don't think stories will get us any further ahead.
They're talking about blood and guts a lot.
Are they exchanging recipes or what?
They are fighting about who Tyrek will crush like a maggot.
And which of them is Tyrak?
That's their blood god.
The big loud one is impatient. He's eager to receive a sign from Tyrek, otherwise he'll start the dance himself.
So they're waiting for a sign. Interesting. Let's listen in on the orcs some more.
Okay.
Seems to be quite entertaining.
They laugh about a human's bone.
Disgusting. I hope they aren't cooking the fairy scholar.
No, the bone is really tiny.
Who knows what size those fairy scholars are?
The big loud orc is more interested in ogre excrement.
Great. I always wondered what orcs talk about.
Will this be of any use to us?
We give them ogre excrement for a present and they'll let us pass in exchange.
If only life were that easy.
Let's listen in on the...
Okay.
Korka, Hakulzach, Loch Jurahil, Knack, Tairach, Taika, Jorn, Barak, Baruk, Sharas, Tor Aikar,
Again, there are many names. A certain Aikar.
The Aikar is the chieftain of all orcs.
They're waiting for their supreme orc. Just what we need.
No. They've been waiting for a judgment from their god for days.
And then?
Then blood shall flow. Or they're waiting for blood?
Are you sure you're getting this right, Nuri?
Their god wants blood, the orcs want blood, but no one seems to have it.
We could offer Master Raven here.
Keep on joking, my boy.
Now they're just running in circles. They're not saying anything new.
I'll deal with this. All will be fine. I never meant to rummage through the... But to top it off, the effort didn't even yield anything. Say. I'm sorry I was cross with you again. I know you only mean the best with your warnings, but we have to reach that explorer at the Red Lake.
Apology accepted.
Didn't you want to say something too?
Yes.
Yes?
Don't make our situation any worse.
We'll deal with them, won't we?
There are dozens of them. You don't even have a sword.
Raven, you distract them. And Nuri? Do you know how to perform a death spell?
No.
Sleeping spell?
No.
We'll deal with them anyway. Is there a different way?
There is a good lane to fly through over there.
I meant for the three of us.
No, I'm sorry. The only way is through the Orcs' camp.
Can't you fly us over there? Oh, nothing.
Don't make our situation any worse.
Korka, Hakulzach, Groch Jura hier, Knack, Tairach. Taika Jorm Darak Baruk Sharas, Tor Aikar Brazorak, Zusjar Dorek Tairach. Borokamirik, Sharas Bratari.
Is this a human skull?
Oh,
great. The skull cap is split. It isn't going to work this way. Now it sounds loud and hollow if I knock against the skull cap. Now it sounds loud and hollow if I knock against the skull. That doesn't help. I'll relieve you of that. The pony is shivering under its matted mane. Nothing in there anymore. No wonder the pony is so skinny. The pony is shivering. It looks so neglected. The rock is bleeding colour. There are cracks in a segment of that rock, but I can't break that off with my bare hands. The stone is lined with red veins, but it's all dry. What for? Why should I? I don't want to burn myself. The stone is lined with red veins, but it's... Gwynling would not approve. I'm not sure. That's no help at all. The rock is bleeding colour. One stone will be enough. I can't reach it. Plus, the orcs would detect me. Too obvious. Say, do you see that jawbone at the pole?
Yes.
You'll have to fetch it for me.
Why me?
You're a bird. Flutter, flutter.
I'm not a common scavenger crow. Blah!
Please.
No.
Pretty please?
I know this game. It ends with 1,000 pleases, and my answer still will be no.
Do it for Nuri.
Oh well.
Trokor harkulzach. Koka harkulzach. Groch jurahir. Knak tairach. Taika jorm darak.
The raven hardly caught the orc's attention. I don't want to meet that beast when it's still alive. This doesn't make him any more handsome. Well, no. This will yield nothing. I don't want to meet that beast when it's still alive. Maybe. No. He's not hungry anymore. This doesn't make him any more handsome. I could really use some sleep. A throw hook? A throw hook? A throw hook?
Janok brai saksaras brakarai. Koka! Rakoirach! Okash? Arai kagroch. Sarbroch uglar, ho? Okash drog zairach.
We'll have to watch our every step, or we'll be the next to sizzle over the fire. We'll have to watch our every step, or we'll be the next to sizzle over the fire. This is madness. How will we ever make it through the camp? Doesn't work. Of course not. This will yield nothing. Why on earth should I do that?
Ugranmoch, Tarakwash, Kutsmoch Turk, Mokrach, Ochmoch Knoch, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka. Oh, Asake. Ihr Hark, ach.
Reeks of horrible weeds. I need to focus on the task. Nonsense. Is this incense for the shaman's ritual? Reeks of I'm not sure. Always let a sleeping dog lie. That goes twice for a dog like this. A dog like this ripped open Knight Crusoe's throat one time. His horse's too. I'm not going to climb down there. The smoke is not a good sign. The must be some kind of gathering spot for the orcs down there. I'm not going to climb down. The smoke is not... I guess I could try to bludgeon him from behind, but the shaman would surely notice. Sure, the drummer is busy, but it's still safer when he's not there. The war horn is attached to the drum with a complicated knot. Yes, but I don't want to take a risk so long as the orc is still sitting there. It isn't going to work this way. I don't think... Is he letting this monster determine the fate of his tribe? No wonder orcs are always at war. He's dancing to the rhythm of a drum. Perhaps that's his way of contacting his god. I don't think so. Wherever did I get that idea? The stone is lined with red veins, but it's all dry. Wherever did I get that idea? Wherever did I get that idea? Reach the water from here. If I can compress the water flow somehow, I guess that would make a nice gush. The orc idol is silent, but it seems the shaman is waiting for a sign from him. Up close, it isn't even half as scary. All is quiet down there, apart from this horrid drumming. I can't reach the rotten tree from here. Then it'll get hooked on the tree trunk, I'll make a leap, and hope that the dead tree will support my weight. Nope. This will yield nothing. Not a very bright idea. Icy as the floor is, I shouldn't try to jump over there. Otherwise my high-flying dreams might be over. My rope is too short to rappel down. Damn, this is high. Why should I? I don't think so. Gwynling would not approve. It isn't going to work this way. I can't reach the water from here. I'm out of ideas. Doesn't work. Of course not. That doesn't help very much. I can do better than that. I'd rather not. It doesn't work that way. If I can compress the water flow somehow, I guess that would make a nice gush. I can't think of anything here. That doesn't help very much. I could really use some sleep. I can't think of anything here. I'd rather not. Gwynling would not approve. Nothing in there anymore. No wonder the pony is so skinny. Not this way. I don't think so. I'm out of ideas. That doesn't help very much. I can do better than that. Fire should be used wisely. I'll keep that away from water. Nuri doesn't like it when I break things. Not like this. I can do better than that. I'm out of ideas. I can do better than that. Nothing but a hollow tube of bark and bugs. Nothing but a... Up close, it isn't even half as scary. The orc idol is silent, but it seems the shaman is waiting for a sign from him. I can't reach the rotten tree from here. Is that a place for sacrifices down there? They've put up all those smoking... All is quiet apart from this... Damn, this is high. Icy as the floor is, I shouldn't try to jump over, otherwise my high-flying dream... Nothing but a hollow tube of bark. Then it'll get hooked on the tree. I'll make a leap and hope that the dead... Nope. That doesn't help very much. That doesn't help very... Maybe. No. My rope is too short to rappel... It isn't gonna work this way. He's not hungry anymore. This doesn't make him any more handsome. I could really use some sleep. I need a good reason for playing with fire. This will yield nothing. I wonder if that was a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't have cut it up after all. No time for such things. My rope is too short to rappel down. My rope is too... doesn't work. I'd rather not. My rope is too No, what use is... It would be of more use if it were still in one piece. I don't think so. Well, no. Nuri doesn't like it when I break things. I like it better unscathed. Not a very bright idea. No time for such things. It would be of more use if it were still in one piece. I'm not gonna I don't think so. I could really... Why on earth should I do that? Well, no. I'd rather not. Wherever did I get that idea? What for? I'm out of ideas. No time to experiment. This mongrel is in the way. If he wakes up, all will be lost. Gwynling used to keep his pipeweed in a pouch like this. I'd better not. Gwynling used to... This mongrel is in the way. If he wakes up, all will be lost. A dog like this ripped open his horses. Constant dripping makes me go mad, but I'm used to that from my room in Andergast. The drops are falling at a constant rate. It's a different frequency than the drumming of the orc. Let's see.
Torog ay morka, kushach ay ukmor. Ocha ketruba, soga, rigat yuloch, totai, raiko kakal.
There we go. Now I just have to hide it from Nuri, otherwise we won't stay undetected for long. I need to focus on the tag. Maybe. This mongrel is in the way. This mongrel, if he wakes up, all will be... as loud as a real orc drum. That has fallen. Well, no. I need to focus on the task. The horn could catch the water like a funnel. The horn could catch the water like a funnel. This will yield nothing. Well, no. No, what use is that supposed to be? The stone fits perfectly into the horn. I can't reach the water from here. I can't reach the water from here. I've had better ideas. I don't think so. My rope is too short. The stone fits perfectly into the horn. Of course not. Of course not. I can't reach the water from here. Why should I? If I can compress the water... I can't think of anything here. I don't think so. I don't need any more blisters. The stone colours the water blood red instantly. The stone colours the water blood red instantly. What am I supposed to cut here? This doesn't yield anything. I can't reach the water from here. I could really use some sleep. Damn, this is high. That doesn't help very much. No, the orcs are up there. It doesn't seem to be too steady with his beat. That has enraged the Oak Priest quite a bit. Is he letting this monster determine the fate of no one? I hope it never comes alive in flesh and blood. What a monster! I'm not going to... The smoke isn't... Huh? It doesn't work that way. I'd rather not. It isn't going to work this way.
Araiki rugar bostrasek. Rurasek. Istrasek. Karkasek.
Don't make our situation any worse.
Nuri!
They are fighting about who Tyrek will crush like a maggot.
What?
Now they're just running and they're not saying.
I'll deal. All will be
Trokor harkulsach.
Oh, Geron.
Koka harkulsach. Groch jura hier. Knack Tairach. Taika jorm darak baruk sharas. Tor aikar brazorak. Zusjar dorek Tairach. Moro kamirik. Sharas brakari mirik sosha.
I can't think of anything here. No time to experiment. Nuri doesn't like it when I break things. Not a very bright idea. No, what use is that supposed to be? The rock is bleeding color. Why on earth should I do that? Gwynling would not approve. No time to experiment. Doesn't work. I can't think of anything here. It isn't going to work this way.
What am I supposed to do with it?
This is a nice red stone.
What am I supposed to do with it?
Too big for his cheeky beak, I'm afraid.
I'm not going to wear that.
You can carry that yourself.
In case you're cold. Oh no, I forgot. You're a fairy.
I like you.
I don't.
I don't think so. I've had better ideas.
Taika jorm darak baruk sharas tor aikar brazorak zusjar dorek Tairach. Moro kamirik.
I guess he'd be tasty, but the little smart-ass has always helped us until now. Nuri will just play with it. I never meant to rummage through the rubbish. And to top it off, the effort didn't even yield anything. This is mad. How will we ever make it?
Raikagroch, Sarbroch Uglar, ho? Hokas Drog Zairach, Ogra! Krutzmoch Goga! Aikuruk, Araiki Rugar Boshrasek.
One stone will be enough.
Rurasek, Istrasek, Karkasek. Mora! Ke Zuschach, ke Rukai, Solochai. Trokor Harkulzach. Koka Harkulzach. Groch Jura hier. Knack Tairach. Taika Jorm Darak Baruk Sharas Tor Aikar Brazorak. Zusjar dorek Tairach. Moro Kamirik. Sharas Brakari Mirik Sosha. Keshanta Zazaroy Vex KR. Suloch Akori
As long as the orcs are still present, I won't go up there. That has forced the drummer off beat. As loud as a real orc drum. That has... Maybe. No. My talent only affects inanimate objects, if at all. I like it better unscathed. I could really use some sleep. Doesn't work. I don't think so. No time to experiment. This will yield nothing. Doesn't work. A dog like this ripped open his horses too. Always let a sleeping dog like that goes. This mongrel is in the... If he wakes up, all will... Gwendolyn used to keep his pipeweed in a... This mongrel is in the way. If he wakes up... It isn't gonna work. This mongrel, if he wakes... This will yield... If he wakes up, all will be... It isn't gonna... Doesn't work. I can't think of anything here. I can do better than... I've had better ideas. I could really... I can do better. Doesn't work. I can't think of anything. I'm not sure. I don't think so. If he wakes up, all... That doesn't... No time to... I'd better not. Doesn't work. No time... Nothing in there anymore. No wonder the pony is so skinny. Well, no. My rope is too short to... Then it'll get hooked on... I'll make a... And hope that the... Nope. Of course not. Why should I? Of course not. This doesn't yield anything. I can't reach the water from here. Huh? That doesn't help very much. That's no help at all. I'd rather not. Not likely. Nonsense. I'm not sure. I've had better ideas. I like it better unscathed. If he wakes up, all will be lost. This mongrel is in the way. If he wakes up, all will be lost. I hope it never comes alive in flesh and blood. I'm not going to climb down there. The smoke is not a good sign. I'm out of ideas. If he wakes up, all doesn't work. I've had better. This will no, what you This mongrel, if he wakes up, all will be lost. This mongrel, if he wakes up, he'll tear me to pieces. He'll tear me. That doesn't help very much. A fast... What am I thinking? That's madness. I don't think so. A fast stab? What am I thinking? Huh? This doesn't yield any... That doesn't help very much. Of course not. Maybe. No. If he wakes up, all will be lost. Of course not. I can do better than that. Not like this. Huh? No time for such things. No time to I could really use some... water from here. I can't reach the water from here. Reach the water from here. If I can compress the water flow somehow, I guess that would make a nice gush. Reach it from this side. Not like this. I can't reach it from this side. Maybe. No. I can't think of anything here. Nonsense. I don't think so. This will yield... I've had better ideas. Why on earth should I do that? What for? No time. It isn't going to work. Reach it from this side. Well, no. I don't. I've had better ideas. Well, I can't reach it. I can't reach. I need to focus on the task. Huh? It isn't gonna... I'm out of... Why on earth... Gwynling would not approve. He's not hungry anymore. Not likely. I'll only burn myself. It isn't going to work this way. I wonder if that was a good idea. Why should I? No time. My rope is too... Icy as the floor is, I shouldn't try to jump over there. Otherwise my high-flying dream... No, what use is that? Of course not. I can't reach the water from here. I'd rather not. I can't reach the water. Wherever did I get that idea? I could really use some sleep. This doesn't yield anything. That's not a torch. The stone colours the water blood red instantly. The stone colours the water blood red instantly. This is neither a rope, nor leather, nor a slice of bread. Not this way. That's no help at all. Of course not. I don't want to burn myself. Doesn't work. Wherever did I get that idea? Gwynling would not approve. Why should I? Doesn't work. I don't want to burn that. It'll only get swept away. Nuri doesn't like it when I break things. I could really use some sleep. Wherever did I get that? Fire doesn't help here. No spark will help this situation. Fire should be used wisely. It doesn't matter if it's inflammable. It's a stupid idea in any case. Fire, water, and trumpets. No time for such things. I can't think of anything here. The stone colours the water blood red instantly. What for? Okay, then it'll be wet. And then? Fire, water, and trumpets. Not like this. Why should I? Well, no. It doesn't work that way. Not like this. I've had better ideas. If he wakes up, all will be lost. What for? No time to experiment. I'd rather not. It doesn't work. It looks so neglected. The pony is shivering under its matted mane.
Tairach sor urkas aroiknach. Tokar mush. Akua tervash. Borak. Yanokdrai saksharas brakarai. Koka. Rakoira. Orkas.
A pile of rubbish. A pile of rubbish. That doesn't help. I can do better than that. Doesn't work. As long as the orcs are still present, I won't go up there. Shields, axes, lances. Are they preparing for a campaign? As long as the orcs are still there, I better stay down here. No, the orcs are up there. No, the orcs are up there. Gwynling would not approve. As long as the orcs are still there,
Don't make our situation...
Prokor Harkulzak. Koka Harkulzak. Rohirahi. Nachtmeiler. Taika Jorn Barak Baruk Sharas. Tor Aikar Brazorak. Susjar Gorek Taira. Borokamirik. Sharas Brakari Mirik Soshar. Shanta Zazaroy Lexkaer. Zulok Akori, Toch Aika Brazorak. Zurbranok Narak. Borka Ai Taika, Borka Taika Rek. Voyage.
As long as the orcs are still there, I better stay down here. I don't really want to know what's cooking. What are the orcs doing with a bracelet? It must be the spoils of war. Shields, axes. Are they preparing for a campaign? This is how will we have... This is how will we...
Don't make our situation any worse.
Nuri!
They are fighting about who Tyra...
What?
Now they're not saying...
I'll deal. All will be...
Ushai Orkash, Droshak, Schnach Tairach, Groch Roik Hakus, Go Izrak, Taika Karek, Tairach Harku Groch Sirkoi Mork, Ke in Roch Groch, Tairach Gnarul Groch.
The stone colours the water blood red instantly, but no one is likely to see that from afar. Fresh water from a mountain source. Or so I hope. That's not enough water yet. the Colossus is spilling blood.
Maro! Taika! No, Taika! Knach Taika! Inro Taika! Mor Atseki! Mor Kur Knach! Kuza! Ok! Maruko Kakotak!
I'll leave that as it is. And this is how you make a small riverbed out of a hollow tree. A war horn of the orcs is turned into a harmless water game. I'll leave that as it is. I like this water game. Now the Colossus is spilling. Up close, it isn't even half as. Now the Colossus is spilling. This is a bloodfest, much to the orcs' delight. There's enough water flowing through there. That doesn't help very much.
Taira! Heart on